Hey guys, this is Effspot. I'm going to do a quick edit of this photo I took earlier this year. It's been a while since I did one of these Lightroom quote-unquote tutorials. I'm not a professional. So, alright, here we go. Let's make this quick and easy. I'm going to assume that you guys already know how to use Lightroom and the basics, so I'm not going to go over any of the stuff on the side here. So, alright, let's go right into it. First thing I usually do is I have a preset just called basics. What that does is it automatically just enables profile corrections, remove chromatic aberration, constrains the crop, auto. Let's see, whatever. Let's see if we can like tighten that up a little bit. Let's see. Like -3 or something. Oops. Let's try +3. Alright, that's a little more straightened out. Next thing I'm going to do is press R to bring up the crop. Let's see. Let's tighten up this crop here. Right there. Maybe. I'm going to straighten this out a little bit maybe. I'll just work with this for now. So I'm going to start messing with the temperature a little bit. Let's see. That's too warm. Maybe like 30 with a tint. Alright, I'm going to increase my exposure a little bit here. Let's see. Just a tad. Add a little contrast. Let's see what it looks like with less, more. Highlights. Press Alt, see what parts are highlighted. There you go. Going to increase a little bit shadow. Maybe increase the whites a little bit as well. Let's see here. Just bring down the blacks a little bit. Looks pretty decent so far. I usually put a little clarity. You put too much like that, it looks like pretty much crap, honestly. You don't want to go for that really high clarity HDR look or whatever, so I'm just going to bump it up just a tad. Let's see, maybe just a little bit more. I usually like color in my photos, so alright. Just going to keep saturation at the bottom there. Go to tone curve. Maybe add a little more light. Let's see. Mess with the dark a little bit. Shadows. Just a tad. Let's see. We're gonna mess with the saturation of some of these colors. See that aqua color like right on the window and here and just a little tad. That's from the traffic light, so I'm gonna probably tone that down just a bit, just to get rid of that ugly tint on the windows here. We're going to start with some graduated filters here. Shadows on this bottom half of the car is pretty dark, so I'm going to bump it up just a little bit. Hold on, let me reset that. Bring down the highlights just a little bit. Increase the shadow just a tiny bit. Next thing is, actually let me straighten out this image just a tad more. It looks a little off. Alright. Alright, it's 2. It's slightly better. Alright. So the next thing is brush strokes. This is what I like to do. I don't know about you guys, but let's just dive right into it. So right off the bat, I'm going to, let's see, feather, flow. I'm going to desaturate the ground just a little bit here. I don't like that yellowish tint. Get rid of that right there. Press O to see your overlays of where you've been painting your brush at. So you can just remove some on the car here. That's fine. So it looks like the rear half of this car, there wasn't enough lighting right here, so I'm going to probably bump that up with another brush stroke, increase the shadow, probably some exposure. Let's just see how this looks. Just bring it up just a tad. Let me take off auto mask actually. Zoom in. I'm going to desaturate this entire wheel because there's this reddish tint from one of the traffic lights. So I'm going to just do that right here. Boom. Get all that tint out. Right there as well. I'm going to do the same thing on this wheel as well here. I'm going to do a new brush stroke. Let's see. There's some random, you can't really, it's hard to see, but there's some random tint colors on this car, so I'm going to desaturate the entire body of it. Alright, that's good enough for now. Let's see. You notice on the wing right here, oh, my computer's lagging a little bit. The traffic light is reflecting off that part of the wing, so I'm going to desaturate it and lower the exposure to make it more black. Let's see, let's bring it up here, new brush stroke, desaturate, let's bring down the blacks just a little bit. And do another brush stroke just to make this part of the wing darker. And do another graduated filter, maybe for the top here just a little bit. Bring the highlights down just a tad. Shadows as well, maybe a little bit of the saturation, get some color in there. Alright, this section of the car right here is a little dark, so I'm going to do another brush stroke, bring down the flow just a little bit, bring a little exposure in there, zoom in, ever so gently just add a little, brighten up that dark spot right there, I guess. This part of the wheel right here, I'm going to desaturate just a little bit and bring the exposure down. It looks a little weird. There's some reddish tint right there. There we go. Let me check this other wheel here. That looks alright. Maybe brighten up just a little bit. Little shadows. You barely see the difference. Let me just. Alright, I'm going to do a little sharpening now. Let's see, let's go down here to the details. Press Alt. Bring up the masking just a little bit, maybe like around 50. That's good. Just bring up the sharpening just a little bit here. Zoom in. Radius, just a tad bit. Okay. Detail. Oops, there we go. Put in a little bit of noise reduction. Zoom out. I'm going to press backspace here. So before, after. Before, after. It's pretty much done. It's a really basic edit. There's a few things I could probably tweak down. Maybe like fix the wheels here a bit, darken the street down here a little bit more. But I mean, you could also bring this into Photoshop and remove this really ugly parking meter as well. There's a few things the other do to touch up, but I think my last tutorial I did, it wasn't real time like this. It was me more of going to the side here and just going to history and just clicking on what I had already edited. But yeah, this gives you a more general idea of how my workflow goes. Let me know if you guys have any questions. Go down below in the comments, write down whatever you guys feel about this video, or if you guys enjoy watching this video. And don't forget to subscribe. That's right, Effspot's doing YouTube now.